Hey guys, it's me, SCR Sports Network, back with a brand new video. In today's video, it's the Bears versus Vikings Week 15 predictions. So I'm just going to be going over my 3 keys to a Bears victory here. But before I get into this video, thank you for all the support. I got 89 subscribers, and we're almost at we're almost at 1.6k views. So please hit that subscribe button. It's completely free. I'm trying to get to the 100 subscribers before the end of 2020, and also 2,000 views before the end of 20. So it's completely free, and let's get into this video. My first thing that I think is going to be key for this game is our O-line needs to continue to be good, like last week. Like Stan Mustafer, he's stepped up and he's been very solid for the Bears these past few games. And so if the Bears, as you can see, once the Bears O-line did good last week, the whole entire team started pulling together. As an offensive line myself, I think that I don't care what you guys think, but the offensive line is the most important thing of the game. If you don't have an offensive line, then your whole entire team starts falling apart. But once you get some run game going, you can get first downs, and that allows you to get the pass going. So you don't have to run it every single time. So if you can get that run going and get first downs, then that'll be good, because Mitchell Trubisky hasn't always been the most accurate, but now he's starting to be a little more accurate. So he's been hitting his throws way better. So if our O-line can continue to be good, I think one that'll keep us in this game. Excuse me, sorry, something caught in my throat. But so if we could do that, then the offensive line is going to keep us into this game, because this is such a winnable game against the Vikings. I know we lost last time, but that's only because our defense did good. If you guys could say that, our defense let up those points, it was not because of our defense. Our defense held them under 20 points. That's their job. It was just our offense's fault. And our defense was exhausted from being out there for so long. So my second point is Monty and the offense needs to do the same thing we've been doing. I mean, I love the play actions, and Bill Lazor has finally gotten Mitchell Trubisky to be effective in this offense. So so that's on that side, but the running game, so he's been spreading, he's got good play design, he's got good play calls as well. It's not always his play calls, it's good play design too. So if the Bears, if they could do that, then if they can continue their offense, then we could win this game. Then the next point I'm going to talk about doesn't really matter, but it still matters a lot if our offense fails. So yeah, it's pretty much what for that point. I mean, we need to continue that run game. If we could get that run game going, we don't have to pass as much, and if you pass, there's the risk of interceptions. But Mitchell Trubisky's actually been doing good at that. So my next point is that the defense needs to force turnover just like last week. So we had Matt getting that. We had 6. I think we had 1 or 2 turnovers. Well, but Mac got that one strip, which I'm also wearing my Mac jersey. Shout out to Mac. See Mac right there. So we need to force turnovers like that last week. We need to get 6 sacks like that last week, so we could put these Vikings away once and for all and send them home to Minnesota. Well, actually, no, they're already going to be at home because the Vikings are the home team, but send them home from the playoffs, so then the Bears will have a chance. It would be 7-7, and then if we won against the Jaguars, we would be 8-7, and then if we won against the Packers, 9-7. I mean, the Bears can manage to pull that off. I will be amazed, but so if the Bears win out, they would have an 83% chance of making the playoffs. So we would have to win out. We just need the Cardinals to lose 1 game, not 2 games. I thought it was just 2, but no, we need them to lose 1 game, which is good because we'd win tiebreakers and all that stuff. So we just need to win out. We need to beat the Vikings right here, and then the Lions and Giants. Oh, you could say they're still in the playoffs, but they're not. They're 5-8. I mean, I don't know how you'd make the playoffs at 8-8. That's such a low chance. But if the defense could do what they did last week, force turnovers and keep the offense on the field longer, which is better, so we could get more points, then that'll be good. If we have more possession time like we did last week, it felt like we drained a whole entire quarter straight off the clock. I think it was like just before halftime. We got all those points, and then I'm like, okay, yeah, we're going to be kicking. But I'm like, no. We kicked off. So we got the ball. So then we got more points. So we just kept adding up. So I think the main reason why we won that last game was between our O-line and our defense. You don't really have to have a good offense. If you have any average O-line, then your run game is going to be good, and that's all that matters now. Pass game, that's a whole entire different story, but run game is where you get all those dirty yards. You saw that against the Lions when our offensive line failed that last thing. That was Mitchell Trubisky. That was not his fault. That was Ifedi's fault. Our offensive line. So then the next incident we had with our offensive line against the Lions. It was when it was 4th and 1. It was for the Bears to win the game. So if they would have done that, the Bears could have won the game, and we could have this whole entire record would be different right now. We would have 8 wins and 7 losses. So we could potentially go 10-6, which is going to get us in for sure. But now if you go 9-7, we may not even get in. So we have to win out, but then we could just have lost one game. So defense. So just doing a little summary. The O-line needs to continue to be good and giving our run game some extra power. Monty and the offense needs to keep doing what they have been doing, and Bill Lazor and Matt Nagy have been figuring it out with the play calling, basically Bill Lazor, but they've been making Mitchell Trubisky effective in this offense, and the defense needs to force turnovers like last week, and we need to have sacks and complete those sacks. We've been getting pressures on the quarterback sometimes, but we have not been able to complete those sacks. So last week we could have had like 8 sacks, but there's Deshaun Watson back there. But so that is all of my 3 keys. Now I'm gonna get to my score prediction. Guys, last week I picked the Bears to lose, and they won. So this week I'm picking the Bears to lose because, guys, I'm going to get to my score prediction in a minute. Because I picked them to lose, and they won. So why not do it this week? So I think they're going to lose 30-27, wink. But my actual prediction, I think the Bears are going to win 31-24. So, I mean, my final prediction, football gods, is 30-27, okay? 30-27, Bears are going to lose, okay? Make us win now. So, yeah, that pretty much wraps up my video. My final prediction, 30-27, but my real prediction is 31-24. So, guys, I'm going to go watch the game now in a few minutes. Please subscribe. It's completely free. Please like the video. And, guys, as always, bear down.